Okay, the topic of this one is my development of my filming equipment. So I started off with my Samsung S5. One of my big edited videos that I've got is my first wild camp in Dartmoor, and I had nothing, so I developed into, after that, to get a GorillaPod, which this is on. Then I bought a tripod, which is a flimsy one. Then I bought the GoPro. Because of conditions like this, I can go out hiking in the rain, which I've filmed before, in the mist, in the rain, and I'm not worried about the camera getting wet. I'm filming on the Samsung S10 Plus, so what I did, my next step up was this was originally my vlogging camera. Okay, now I've got a Samsung S10 Plus. So also, because of the audio, especially when I was I think I edited one video where I moved away from the camera to tend the fire, because obviously I had to move all the bits of wood around, and you couldn't hear what I was saying. So obviously I couldn't use, I think I used a lavalier, I think originally, but I knew I couldn't use a lavalier because obviously the reach and obviously the lead going next to the fire. So obviously through safety, it's not really safety reasons, but safety of my equipment and not getting damaged, that's when I researched and obviously which wireless microphone to get, and I ended up getting the Rode Wireless microphone, so I can do more stuff with it. I can move around, like when I set up the tent on top of Portsdown Hill, that was a prime example. The only downside is when you've got it attached, because you have the TRS-S and the TRS microphone adapter to go to the lavalier mic, even if the lavalier mic was just the TRS, because you can get the Rode lavalier mic, which is about 40 quid. I can't justify that. I might get one eventually, but not at the moment. So obviously I went without for 2-3 months to get the GoPro. I'm happy with the GoPro Hero Black 9. Yes, it would be nice to have the GoPro Hero 11, but it's got the same features, mate. I can't shoot in 5K anyway, and 4K I can't shoot in anyway, because my laptop won't even play it, mate. It doesn't have the processor capabilities to it. It's quite an old laptop. So everything has been trial and error basically. So obviously I've been out in the rain. When I was hiking, the phones had to go in my pocket so they don't get damaged, and obviously that's why I ended up getting the GoPro, because I know I can have it attached to me and then I can just switch the batteries out. But the problem with that, the battery only lasts for maybe half an hour at best on real time. On fast laps, yes, it lasts longer, but when I start going on terrain that's unique terrain, like I'm walking along a path and you've got obviously a sort of, like you're on a path like this and it suddenly slopes down, it would be nice to film that. You can't have it with holding on to cameras, you know what I mean, like onto like something like this, because you're going to drop it. It's inevitable, mate, because you're going to stumble and it's going to go. You got a choice: try to grab the camera or try not to fall down the sheer drop. I don't come across that train often, but I think I do want to go to places like Dartmoor, and I haven't been to Brecon Beacon for a while, so I'd like to go there again, revisit that walk again. Obviously I won't be going on that same path, but I will walk up to that path to show this is what I've been on before. Would be nice. So I've said this before in many vlogs. The way I film is, for example, when I went to London, I was with my partner and I was holding onto the phone. I purposely took this phone, which is Samsung S10 Plus, to test the features for what it really is. And then I'm just holding it like this as we're walking. That's it. Then I switch it to fast lap. So the super steady on here makes it a lot less jerky. So obviously bad lighting conditions, you have to do it just normal HD. I've got it in normal HD at the moment. When it comes to full HD, I think it's to do with the shutter speed. For some reason, it won't pick up very bad light conditions. So I'm walking along, I'm just doing that, even when I was walking along the beach with my partner, and I had the GoPro attached to me. That was the appropriate thing to have filming, because it's water conditions, you know what I mean? You can't be walking along with this. If I drop it in the water, yes, it says it's waterproof, but it's not going to be the same afterwards. And also I've got hands free. We can hold hands and we're just walking, you know what I mean? So I just film as I'm moving around. Like when I went to the Natural History Museum, we were just walking around, and I had the GoPro, obviously the low light conditions and stuff like that. Maybe if I had the S10 Plus, I could have filmed it in the S10 Plus and switch it over. The S10 Plus is perfect for low light conditions. The GoPro isn't. That's the only downside. I think you can do certain settings for it, but I don't know what to do with that one. Maybe there is some settings that I can use, presets, I don't know, but I'm bloody lazy. As long as it's got HD and it picks up the view, what I can see is what obviously eventually the viewers on the YouTube channel can see what I can see. Like when I filmed coming out of Fernworthy and literally the whole landscape just opens up. That is perfect for me. I don't need to do 5K, I don't need to sort of do anything else. That is perfect, that's enough for me. Yes, if it was in 5K, yes, if I had a graphics card, yes, I can zoom in, you know what I mean, on all these places. And at that particular time I was losing light anyway, so I was literally driving from Southampton to there, so I've lost light. So I didn't have time to obviously go over again and again, and obviously try to go, okay, there's Tynehead Farm there, and then shoot it in 5K and then zoom it in and go, that is where I'm going to go. But this is just off the cuff filming, and I have edited that video. So all my filming equipment is all I need now. I've got the Samsung S10 Plus, I've got this one, which is a Samsung S8, which, let's turn the TikTok off, Samsung S8, which is good on low light conditions. This camera, which is the S10 Plus, is a much better camera than this. This is why I bought this one, and also bought this one for the front facing camera, because the front facing camera has two cameras which can give me the focus thing. Can you see that? But yeah, so this camera can give me more versatility in low light conditions. That's why I picked this camera for the front facing camera, because I like to see what I'm filming, especially when I'm doing a vlog. Also it helps my vlogs as well, and also I know it's filming. Yes, the advantage of the GoPro is good, but low light conditions is terrible, and also it eats up a lot of battery. I've got 21 batteries. I've got failed batteries as well, which is with the Telesun. My advice on the Telesun batteries, don't let them run down below 20%, so it fucks them up. Also longevity, just buy the GoPro batteries, mate. You know what I mean? That's what they're designed for. Especially if you're doing it to professionally, just have the GoPro batteries, because at least you know they're going to last longer. And also they got a little feature in there. It won't let it run down after like 20%, which is a good thing. you only get like 80% of battery basically. So when you get 100% of the battery, 20% is not usable, which is fair enough, because obviously when you're filming, if you start filming with the Super Boost on, obviously it's using more energy, which you need the Super Boost on, especially when you're going over, when you're driving or when you're walking. So when you're walking, you naturally go up and down anyway. With the GoPro, it actually stabilizes it. So I've tested the S8 for driving, which is on a mount, which is on a Telesun suction mount, which is I 100% recommend. It does come off once or twice, but you just got to be careful. Clean the windshield and lick it, or yeah, just lick it, or just put a little bit of water on there, and get like a plastic one of these to make it lighter, or just make sure there's a mount that's secure, obviously, so the phone doesn't move around too much, and also the phone doesn't slip out. Yes, so I do have a Boya one, Boya mount, which is some company or something like that, but this is my go-to mount, which is by Lanzi. There. And I recommend this. It's a little bit heavier, but it's more robust. But I specifically bought this one, which the Lanzi doesn't have a long enough reach, but it does the job, mate. It's a really good tripod, and I've used it, and I recommend to get the Lanzi MT16. The other one's nicer, but it doesn't have, I'll show you it. This one, but it's broken. It has a long enough reach, but the bottom bit's fucked, and the handle's really uncomfortable. It's not that strong. This one is just off the cusp, but the problem is the bottom bit's fucked. This bit here's come off. This actually broke in the field once, and while I was filming at Oakhampton Castle at night. But I'm not going to bin it. I could use it for something. Let's not bin stuff for the sake of binning stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's my filming equipment. That's my development of film equipment. I might do a part 2 of this conversation, because I'll go into what I use on other filming equipment. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. See you in another video. Bye bye.